Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Fries with Potate. Today we have Vasanth Ravi who has played all these intense characters but very surprisingly pleasant and calm in real life. So thank you so much for being on the show. He has a new movie coming out, Weapon, and I'm so glad that you took the time out to come and sit with me today. And your movie is like out today.
Yeah, I know it is today.
After this episode, he has to go to his, screening. So I got lucky, guys. So before he can run away, we'll get into the episode. So thank you so much, sir, first of all, for being on.
Sir லாம் வேணாங்க, நீங்க வசந்த்னே கூப்பிடலாம்.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm happy to be here.
You're older than me.
அதுக்காக சாரா? அதெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் தேவையில்லை. I mean ரெண்டு பேரும் பார்த்தா ஒரே வயசு மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஸோ நான் க்ளீன் ஷேப்லாம் பண்ணிட்டேன், தாடிலாம் இல்லை, தாடியோட தான் பார்த்துருப்பாங்க. ஸோ அதனால கொஞ்சம் எங்கரா இருக்கேன்னு நம்புறேன்.
Okay, Vasanth. I see you.
So I'm so happy to be here. உங்களை பற்றி நிறைய கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கேன். And first time to meet you and to be here. ஒரு மாதிரி ஒரு பம்பி வைபா தெரியுது உங்களை பார்த்து.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'll take it. But yeah, honestly, when I read your story, unga kada, like when I did my background work and do my research as usual, you had a very crazy story, I would say. It was actually more interesting than crazy because you jumped from one field to another and you had no matter where you came from, I guess everybody has this experience of wanting to do what they want to do, and I think those are the best stories to hear. So what was it like for you growing up, and what was your upbringing like?
நான் பிறந்தது வளர்ந்தது எல்லாம் சென்னை தான். அம்மா அப்பா திருநெல்வேலி.
Oh my god, same.
நீங்க திருநெல்வேலியா? என்னங்க எல்லா இடத்துலயுமே ஒரு கனெக்ஷன்.
Very similar actually. We just drew a lot of parallels.
ஆமா, ஷோக்கு வரதுக்கு முன்னாடி சில விஷயங்கள். ஸோ அம்மா அப்பா திருநெல்வேலி. ஸோ பிறந்தது வளர்ந்தது எல்லாமே சென்னை. ஸோ ஒரு நான் வந்தது வந்து மை டேட் வந்து அவர் வந்து இஸ் இன்டு பிஸ்னஸ், ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் பிஸ்னஸ் எல்லாமே. ஸோ அவர் வந்து ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு தான் ஆரம்பித்தார் அவர் லைஃபு. ஸோ ஆனால் எங்களுக்கு வந்து எது தந்தாலுமே பெஸ்ட்டாக தரணும், ஸ்கூலிங்காக இருக்கட்டும் இல்லை வளர்ந்த இடமா இருக்கட்டும், அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஃபேமிலி தான். ஸோ என் ஃபேமிலியில் எல்லாமே எங்கள் அம்மா தான். ஸோ ஷீ பிளேஸ் த ஆங்கர் ரோல் majorly.
Okay, so more from matriarch you can say?
Yeah, she has the majority say in the family.
Okay.
But that's because her decisions and whatever that she takes is not for her, it's for everyone else.
Okay.
நான் என் தம்பி கூட பிறந்த ஒரு தம்பி இருக்கான். ஸோ நாங்கள் 4 பேர் தான். ஸோ சின்ன வயசில் ட்ரிச்சியில் இருந்தோம், அங்கே தான் நான் படித்தேன். ஆக்சுவலாக எங்கள் அப்பா ட்ரிச்சியில் தான் இருந்தாங்க. அப்புறம் எங்களோட பாட்டி இறந்ததுக்கப்புறம் நாங்கள் கிளம்பி சென்னைக்கு வந்துட்டோம். அவருக்கு அங்கே இருக்க பிடிக்கல, அவங்க அம்மா இறந்ததுக்கப்புறம். ஸோ சிச்சுவேஷன்ஸ், அவர் வந்து இங்கே ஒரு ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் ஓப்பன் பண்ணோம், ஹி வாண்ட்ஸ் டு ஸ்டார்ட் சம்திங் ஆன் இஸ் ஓன்னு இருந்தது. ஸோ அவங்க அப்பா விட்டுட்டு சென்னை கிளம்பி வந்தார். அங்கேருந்து அப்படியே என் லைஃப் வந்து சென்னையில் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு. ஸோ அங்கேருந்து ஸ்கூலிங் சென்னையில் படித்தேன். ஸோ தட்ஸ் ஹவ்.
நீங்கள் வந்து படித்தது MBBS. I think most of the people who know you know that. And you also did your masters in that, and you completely set your
masters வந்து medicine related பண்ணல. I did in healthcare management. Yeah.
So did you have plans to start your own hospital at some point? Because you studied healthcare management.
அதுதான் சொல்லி வீட்ல ஏமாத்துனேன்.
Oh, is it?
நான் அந்த மாதிரி ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் ஓபன் பண்றேன், ஹெல்த்கேர் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் பண்றேன். இங்க இருந்தா MBBS first yearly when I did my first MBBS only I realized that I don't want to become a doctor.
Did you suppress it knowing that you wanted to be an actor far before the first year of college, and then when you went there, did it just come out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think உங்களுக்கும் அதே தான்ல.
Yeah.
ஆமா, அவங்களுக்கு டாக்டர் ஆகணும்னு இருந்தது, எனக்கு டாக்டர் வேண்டாம் இருந்தது. அவ்வளவுதான் வித்தியாசம். ஸோ ரெண்டு பேத்துக்கு அந்த வித்தியாசம். பட் I did suppress. I kept suppressing myself because somewhere or other I thought my mom and dad won't agree, and
I don't. Scary to face them.
Yeah, right? And I don't know, being an actor, I don't know how a lot of dynamics were there to say that I want to be an actor.
What was your thought process then?
From my childhood, I always used to talk about films. I used to, with my friends, I used to tell how much I love films and all that. But slowly inside, I always used to feel I want to be an actor. But I didn't have the I mean, I have the courage to even say to one of my friends that I want to be an actor.
It's a little embarrassing to like face it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
When you say something and then you
Yeah.
don't become it, then you're just like, oh, you said you wanted to be an actor. What
Yeah,
happened?
yeah. And at the same time, they might also say, actor, Neena, எப்படி அதெல்லாம், you know, something that might, ஏதோ ஒரு demotivation வந்துருமா, you know, something I don't know, somewhere other, I was like, I didn't even tell it to my best friend, even during my school days. But as soon as I entered college, first year, I just opened out and told it to one of my friends, and then he gave me this.
Was he not related to you in any way?
Yeah, it was random.
Way
First day,
yeah.
first day, generally, I met him. His name is Gopi, so I just met him in my med school. And then he said, why not? You can still be an actor, he said. And that's where the spark started.
Was it easier to open up to someone who you didn't have any like stake in?
No,
it that,
it's not that. Somewhere when I spoke to him, somewhere, you know, you feel like...
He would understand?
Yeah, same way. I thought, okay, maybe இவன்ட்ட சொன்னா ஏதோ ஒரு பாசிட்டிவா ஏதாவது ஒன்று சொல்லுவான் அப்படின்னு தோணும்ல.
Okay.
So somewhere like that only I started. And yeah, he said, why not go give a try and all that. So அங்கேருந்து அப்படியே ஸ்லோவா ஜர்னி ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு.
So while you were in MBBS, you didn't நீங்க எதுவுமே like pursue பண்ணலையா?
நான் எதுவுமே pursue பண்ண முடியல பிகாஸ் இன்ஜினியரிங் பண்ணியிருந்தா சைடில் ஏதாவது பண்ணியிருந்திருக்கலாம். இல்லை உங்களை மாதிரி காமர்ஸ் ஸ்ட்ரீம் எடுத்திருந்தா கூட சைடில் நீங்கள் நினச்சது ஏதாவது ஒன்று பண்ணலாம். I mean related to arts and saying. But when you take a medical course and when you're doing MBBS, I don't think so you'll have the time. Because இவ்வளோ books, first year, second year, third year, you know, there'll be like so much to read. And you can't study in the last minute, like you can't like cover the whole book. The only thing what you can do the last minute is just open the page and just like skim read it completely. You can't just like இன்னைக்கு கடைசி நாளில் எல்லாமே படிச்சிடலாம், எக்ஸாம் போய் அட்டன் பண்ணலாம், சத்தியமாக முடியாது, பாஸ் ஆகவே முடியாது. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷன் அது ஆக்சுவலி. ஸோ இட் வாஸ் வெரி ஹெக்டிக் த MBBS லைஃப். ஐ மீன் இட் வாஸ் ஃபன் வித் த ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் ஆல் தட். பட் ஐ வாஸ் வெரி இன்ட்ரோவர்ட். நான் ரொம்ப பேச மாட்டேன், ரொம்ப குறிப்பிட்ட லெவல் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் தான். பொண்ணுங்க கிட்ட கூட ஒரு மேக்ஸிமம் ஹாய் பாய் அவ்வளவுதான்.
Would you say you're socially anxious?
I don't know that, but just that I've been brought up that way. My mom is a very, she always used to be very strict in certain things.
Like ரொம்ப பண்ணிட்டோம்னா ஏதாவது சொல்லிடுவாங்க
அந்த மாதிரி. ரொம்ப பண்ணிட்டோம் சொல்லிட்டு அந்த மாதிரி இல்லை, அந்த மாதிரி தெரியல எனக்கே. அந்த மாதிரி நான் ரொம்ப ரிசர்வ்டா கம்போஸ்டா, I was very introvert and selectively friends. I don't know, somewhere it's not like I had any issue with it. I liked being in that zone. For some way, I am that person. No, in nature wise, I mean, I am that person. So each one is different.
Yeah.
So I understood. Okay, I'm like this. So yeah.
Did you like, was composure when you were growing up something that they emphasized on?
No.
Because when I was like growing up, I was super rowdy.
No, because my brother is completely different.
Okay.
My brother is completely different.
Yeah.
He's opposite of me.
Same.
Yeah. He's almost like you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As in like the way you are, no? Like he's also the same vibe.
Yeah, சொல்லணும்னு சொல்லல, but like ஒரே வீட்ல வளர்ந்த பசங்க, they might be like so different even though that they're put in the same circumstances.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
Yeah.
Like
That's it.
you were saying that you are introverted, your brother's more extroverted.
Extrovert, yeah.
My brother is the most silent person I know.
அப்படியா?
நான் பேசிக்கிட்டே இருப்பேன்.
Yeah, so same way it happens, no, in a family. It's good to, I think it's good to have that mix in
The
a family.
balance, you know, the yin and yang, just a little bit of everything.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, so right after that you went ahead and pursued your masters also, like you said, in healthcare management.
Yeah, management, ஆமா.
And did you get the courage to tell your mom and dad then?
இல்லங்க, நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் MBBSலயே சொல்லிட்டேன்.
சொல்லிட்டீங்க. Okay, and then what did they say?
I just went to my mom and dad and I told, listen, I'm not interested in this medical degree and all. நான் ஒரு ஆக்டர் ஆகணும்னு தான் ஆசைப்படுறேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னோடனே அவங்க வந்து ஒரு நிமிஷம் ஷாக் ஆயிட்டாங்க. சேர்ந்து 2 மாசம் தான் ஆச்சு. அதுக்குள்ள you're just saying that you don't want to be a doctor and you want to be an actor. Then my dad was like so furious. He got so angry. He was like, ஆக்டர்னா எவ்வளோ கஷ்டம் தெரியுமா, எத்தனை பேர் சக்ஸஸ் ஆக முடியும் தெரியுமா, அதில் வந்து ஒரு 1000, 2000, 10,000 பேர் போனாலும் 10 பேர் தான் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக ஆக முடியும். ஸோ நீ ஒரு டாக்டர் ஆனா அது எவ்வளோ விஷயங்கள், அது வந்து அது நல்லா இருந்திருக்கும், நிறையா சொசைட்டிக்கு நல்லா இருந்திருக்கும், உனக்குமே அது நல்லா இருந்திருக்கும். ஸோ ஹீ ஸ்டார்டட் டு சே ஆல் ஆஃப் தீஸ் திங்ஸ் லைக், and I was like, I heard it and then I said, no pa, I'll be in the 10. I kept saying that.
That is the conviction.
And I said, no pa, I'll be in the 10. The 10 you're saying, no, then I'll be in the 10. Because then I again started to say, உங்கள் ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில் எவ்வளோ பேர் வந்திருப்பாங்க, தனியாக ஆரம்பிச்சிருப்பாங்க, எத்தனை பேர் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது அதில் நீங்கள் இல்லையா, அந்த மாதிரி நான் இருக்க மாட்டேனா, அந்த மாதிரி தான் I kept arguing with him. And later at that point he's like, I don't know all that, but you should get a degree. No matter what.
That's fair.
Get your degree, and if you're still interested in acting, and if you still want to be an actor, then it's your wish, he said.
Isn't it kind of scary?
No, he was not okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like how passive aggressive amma appa all will be like, if you go ask for like a sleepover or something, they'll be like, hey na po and on the kekada. So when they say that, seri po kudadha ivlo words solranga.
I know that. So that's why he put that thing that I should finish my MBBS. So it's like ipadhik MBBS mudi adukaprom we'll see. If you really are so keen and you wanted to become an actor, then we'll see, he said. Then I was like thinking, I was like, okay. I said, okay, fine, I'll get the degree. Then he's like, degree is a must, no? Then what you'll be without going, like, you just go like that, become an actor, and then what happens in life? What he said is also true. And then, but enna pidikada oru vishayatha 5 varsham panna vendiyada irundhathu. That was the tough part.
Mentally prep you also.
Yeah, but I was prepared. I was like, okay, whatever happens, I have to pass this stage, and then only I can do what I want. So I finished my 5.5 years of MBBS, and then what I did was, during my internship, I applied for an acting application to Anupam Kher Actor Vasanth in Bombay.
While you were finishing it up?
Yeah, while I was finishing it up. And this, my parents didn't know that I was applying for it. So, அங்கே எப்படின்னா அந்த ஆக்டிங் ஸ்கூல் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் எப்படின்னா அவங்க you will receive applications, but they will select.
And you have to do like an audition tape and all?
Of course. They will select, and you have to do an audition tape, and Anupam Kher sir himself will be in the audition to select the candidates who is qualified. And later, then once you get selected, you have to be qualified, and then you have to pay for the fees, and then you have to join.
So do you get like different scenes that you have to act out, and then you get to?
So anga school la na serumbodhu, like first Anupam Kher sir will be there, and avanga they'll give us one scene, so that they'll give us options basically. So enachna na enak Hindi theriyadhu, I don't know Hindi. So when I joined, when I went in and I attended the audition, they gave me a Hindi script, and they was like, you have to perform this. Then I was like, sir, but I don't know Hindi. Then, but I can by heart it and do it. Then like, okay, by heart it and do it, but in case if I forget the lines, what to do? So then you will perform any other scene, right? And I said, okay, so I'll perform some other scene. So what the scene that I had is in the Santosh Subramaniam, the climax scene where Jem Ravi sir will perform, in front of his dad. It's the same situation in life that you take and you do it, no? So for me, it was the same situation that I had to face in life. So I kind of connected to that particular scene. So that is when, I had to perform that particular scene in front of Anupam Kher. And then Kher sir was just watching, and then he has the habit of turning this chair like this and sitting like this.
Wow,
that's his style.
That just asserts dominance right there. You're already intimidated by that.
So he doesn't sit like this. He turns the chair around, and then he puts.
Maybe I should try that next podcast. Dominate.
So that's his style. That's his typical style. So he was just looking at it, and then he was like, okay, good. And then they selected me. So that's how I got in.
So like after that, you did Tharamani, right?
Tharamani was like, after that I finished my masters. Because what happened in between is I attended this school. My mom was like thinking, he's not completing his masters, he's doing this, now what is he thinking in his mind and all that. So they gave me a pressure saying, you finish your masters. So that's when I had to do my masters.
Is that why you didn't take something that was too much in the medical field?
Yeah, because if I would have taken something that too much into medical field, say I had a pressure of taking dermatology or radiology. So that's a 3 years course. Again, if I take that, I know that my life will be completely into medical life, in the hospitals, seeing patients and all that, which I don't want to. Somewhere that was not my interest at all. So I told my mom and dad, like, listen, I want to do healthcare management. And ஏமாத்திட்டேன் நான் எங்க அம்மாவை நான் வந்து ஏமாத்திட்டேன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. ஓகே, ஒரு ஆப்ஷன், ஒருவேளை நான் வந்து சினிமாவில் என்டர் ஆக முடியல, ஒரு ஆக்டர் ஆக முடியலன்னா நான் எப்படி என்ன கன்வின்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன், நான் ஹெல்த் கேர் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் எடுத்திருக்கேன், எம்பிபிஎஸ் படிச்சிருக்கேன். ஸோ ஏதாவது ஒரு ஃபார்மசியூட்டிக்கல் கம்பெனியோ ஏதாவது ஒரு ஹாஸ்பிட்டலோ அந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஒரு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் பிளான் இருந்தது. அது வந்து என்ன கன்வின்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறது, லைஃப்ல நம்ம நினைச்சது போலனா ஒரு பிளான் பி இருக்கணும்ல. நம்ம ஒரு விஷயத்துல மட்டும் அட்டாச்சா எமோஷனலா இருக்கலாம், பட் லைஃபும் நேச்சரும் நம்மளுக்கு அது வந்து அதுக்கு ஏதோ ஒரு விதத்துல நம்மள அதுக்கு கொடுக்கணும், பிளஸ் பண்ணணும். If you want to do something in life, நம்ம மட்டும் நினைச்சா பத்தாது, நேச்சரும் அதுக்கு it has to support us in all possible.
Like particularly spiritual?
Okay. I believe in that and all that. So I had a plan B. So that's when I decided, and I told my mom, see, okay, I'll do masters in healthcare management. Why I selected Manchester is because it's 1 year course.
Smart.
So பார்த்தேன் எங்கெங்க ஊர் ஃபுல்லாக. பட் யூகே அகெயின் they'll be convinced, okay 1 year கோர்ஸ்னால 1 yearல படிச்சு முடிச்சு திருப்பி ஆக்டிங் ட்ரை பண்ணலாம், ஆடிஷன்ஸ் கொடுக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு இருந்தது. என்னாச்சுன்னா நான் போகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி, like before I left Manchester, I gave an audition for a film. The film turned out to be a blockbuster again. But I was selected by the producer, but the director said, I'm going to a festival, I'll come back and I'll look at your audition tape, we'll do an audition or something. But somewhere that didn't happen and they selected another hero.
Okay.
And that hero also is like my best friend, like good friend, best friend as in good friend, close friend only. So somewhere things are not moving, and then I said, okay fine, let's do masters, because the pressure at home was building up so much. And then I had to do.
I feel like, you know how people keep telling you the same thing over and over again. You don't want to believe it, but in some way, when life like puts like this thing that happens, you're constantly already telling yourself that, oh, it might not happen. And then one thing shows you that, see, it didn't happen. So why do you believe in it,
I know.
And I guess that's what happened with you as well.
And even after going there, I was just checking if there's any new film happening, any new actors they were looking out for.
I wanted to ask you, so you have no like stakes in the film industry, right? You don't know anyone there. What is it like for someone who's like brand new? Like, where do you go find your auditions? Where do you like look for opportunities? Because what I've heard is that, actors and people who are aspiring to be actors, they're all like in the same circles. So like அவங்க போற ஆடிஷனுக்கு அவங்க ஃப்ரெண்டும் அவங்க கூட சேர்ந்து வருவாங்க. So you have like that fraternity where people are telling you this person's like this and like this audition went like this. You didn't have that. So how was it like for you to do it all alone? Because I can imagine it was lonely.
But the major concern what I had was my family was not okay. So to do something against and then finding this pathway was actually a struggle for me personally. So I had to look for any other opportunities, like meeting directors. That was the one thing that I was constantly doing. But the problem is, whenever I meet a director, I don't tell where I am from, who's my dad. I don't tell that, because I feel that is not required. So in a way, because my dad is connected to many people in many industries because of his business. I mean, because he's into the restaurant business, so he knows people. As in, they come, they meet him, they say hi, and he's got a good network. But somewhere or other, my dad was not into this, so he would no way put me into someone or introduce me to someone, and that's no way that's going to happen. That's not the way even I want it to be. Because he doesn't like it. So எனக்கு என்ன ஒரு விஷயம்னா, I had to meet directors, so I kept meeting a couple of directors. But somewhere or other, debut actor, they will have certain things in mind. Okay, புதுசா ஒருத்தர் எதுக்கு போடணும், ஆல்ரெடி எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் ஆக்டர் யாராவது போடலாம், என்ன நெசசிட்டி இருக்கு. Unless if you are from a film background, if your father is an actor, you might get that first film. But after that, surviving is hard. You have to make a mark on yourself. Otherwise, this industry, you can't survive. I mean, there are many actors, son, who are still struggling to make a mark, right? I mean, even though everything is, it looks
you
easy.
have it, but like after that first like step in the door, you have to keep putting your foot on.
It is a constant effort. It is a constant, consistently. You have to be patient enough. So there's a lot of things. I mean, so I kept meeting a couple of directors, and finally I had to meet director Ram. So Ram sir, I have to tell, because நான் first நான் ரொம்ப தியேட்டர்ல போய் ஒரு பைத்தியம் மாதிரி ஒரு படம் பார்த்தேன்னா அது கட்டுறது தான். லைக் as in I was like அந்த படம் பார்த்துட்டு வெளில வரும்போது, என்ன ஒரு படம் நடிச்சா, என் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் படம் நான் ஹீரோவா பண்ணா இந்த டைரக்டரோட தான் பண்ணணும்னு நான் நினைச்சேன். Like I had the thought very strongly. And I never thought that would happen. I mean, I was so gifted that actually that happened. I met Ram sir, and then I kept following him. And then somewhere or the other, the Tarmani idea sparked in his head, and then he took the audition. And somewhere he saw that I had something in me. Maybe if you ask him, I don't know what he saw in me, but somewhere like he thought, okay, this guy, okay, might work. And he always said like he wanted to introduce an actor. Like he kept saying to me, like how Balachandra sir introduced Rajni sir and Kamal sir as a director. Even I wanted to introduce an actor, because that somewhere even I had that feel. He kept saying, and then somewhere he says, I saw something in you. That's why, I selected you for the role Prabhanath, the film that you really loved.
I love Taramani. Taramani is my favorite film in Tamil cinema, and I'm not saying that lightly. Like, I genuinely top 5 Tamil films, I would put Taramani right up there, because I love Althea. I didn't like you in the film. I already told him, like I didn't like him.
So why you didn't like?
Because he's not a likable character,
How can you say he's not likable?
He's not likable. He's like a little messed up.
But there are many people who like.
Yeah, there are. See, he's a complex character. I wouldn't be putting up with that, is what I'm saying. Like, if I was Althea, he would be out the door
But you have to understand,
before the 1 minute.
But what I'm saying, you have to understand from where Prabhanath is coming.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
his
That's
lifestyle is different. Althea life. That's where the problem.
Yeah.
That's where.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, bro. Like, Althea.
No to Prabhanath.
Yeah.
Or you no to Prabhanath. Althea said yes to Prabhanath in the climax.
I know, but like weirdly enough, okay. So for like weird reasons, I very much connected to Althea, the woman that she was. You don't get such fully fleshed out female characters in a lot of films, and I feel like it was very anchored in both of your stories, and she wasn't just a part of like Prabhanath's story, and I think that's what made it so special. The fact that you could see someone, who's just like you and is just open, and she's the best. I love her.
Yeah, but you hate me.
You were a bit unlikable, but like there were some parts where you redeemed yourself.
Okay. Happy to know.
Which is good, because that means you played a character.
That's the character, yeah. That's how, I think you would have met a lot of Prabhanaths in your life.
No, not really.
Not really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm usually very like I'll be like, please step aside.
Okay.
But I would have definitely I'm going way into Taramani because I love the movie so much. But that scene where like Prabhanath is like in the bus stop and like Althea is just standing in the bus stop.
Yeah, the first scene.
Yeah. So, when she starts talking, usually girls would like not indulge in it. They wouldn't talk. But I would have definitely been one of the... I was just like Althea. I would have definitely spoken to him,
Yeah, like just like Althea.
Yeah, just like her. I would.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would definitely have spoken. I would have definitely
So you would have asked, "In kala yenda paakren?"
100%. But yeah, I guess I would have just been like, you're a guy, I'm a girl. Like,
okay.
It's just primal, right?
So you would have asked his love story.
100%. 100%. Don't you want to know, like, I love learning about, like, people's inner turmoil. I feel like it gives them a lot of depth to the person. Like, we get to see so many people. You get to meet so many people, but when you find out what's in them, no matter how rich, poor, fair, white, whatever it is, everyone on the end is, like, a person of their own, and they have, like, so many things within them. And I always like to, like, learn their stories.
Learn their stories, know their stories. It's like reading a book for you.
Yeah. But it's not so, like, unkind as...
Yeah, I know, but you get kind of attached to it, and then...
Yeah, you understand them better, right? Yeah. Don't you think? Because, like, even when you're podcasting, I feel like the best part about it is you get to see all these characters, right?
Yeah.
Like, influencers, like, content creators do a certain type of content, but there's so much within them. And then actors, you only get to see, like, them on screen, but you don't know who they are. They're just reading off a script, and that's someone else wrote for them. But they're able to bring that on, and I guess it has a lot of layers, and I would have loved to.
But somewhere you're doing that right here to many people, I guess.
Yeah. Don't you like to talk to people to get to know them?
I mean, unless and until I feel like. I mean,
not
unless
everybody requires that.
Not everybody. Not like Althea. Maybe like Prabhanath.
Maybe
in that aspect. I'm saying in that aspect.
Yeah.
Maybe like I'm like unless and until I feel like no, I
There's a
don't try to.
curiosity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I feel like many people who have met me, I mean, they have been more curious to know about me. Like they,
Yeah, you give off like this very weird, mysterious aura vibes.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What kind of like?
Like you're very mysterious. Like there's like a lot beneath the surface than you're letting on, and I feel like everybody can tell. You're just like so held back, you know.
I mean, that's how I
You know
am.
how yeah, exactly. So like even obviously right now it's like 3 cameras. You're like in a setting where you have to be in a composed setting, but yeah, I feel like even off camera you would be like very much this person.
I mean, like it's nothing. I mean, like nothing like that. I mean, I just take time to, to break that shell with the people, and that people, like when that kind of people, like it's very rare that I come across. I mean, that's all it is. Maybe it can happen at first spark, or maybe sometime later. Yeah.
Just classic introvert things. But yeah,
I mean, that's how I am.
shit man, I should have a mysterious aura.
But it's good. I mean, you being this way, I mean, it suits with whatever that you're doing. Otherwise, I don't think so. People also so many people get connected to you. You know, like so many people are connected to you because of your vibe and the aura that you're sending.
Yes, my aura.
And that's the truth.
It's the truth. It just sounded weird hearing it from you. But yeah, do you feel like yeah, I actually wanted to like bring back this point to another point that you made. You said you spoke to a lot of directors, right? How did you do that when you're so like mysterious aura vibes?
I mean, like when you love something and when you go in all in for it and when you feel that is what you want badly in life, you have to do anything. I mean, when you said Taramani, there was nothing that I did not do. I did everything that I wouldn't do in real life, and that I haven't done in real life. So that's because for something that I love, something that I loved. எனக்கு அது பண்றது பிடிச்சிருக்கு, அதை நான் விரும்பினேன், அதனால நான் அது எவ்வளோ எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் வேணா நான் போனேன். Like I think that's what made me to also to meet directors. I mean, and நான் director meet பண்ணா கூட, like don't go and ask for an opportunity. Just go and tell them that I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
I
an
exist.
actor. It's just, so how do they know? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, now you have Instagram, you have all of this happening. So even if people want to find some talent, I mean, digital is there all through it. But when I was doing, I mean, it was not that. I mean, it was just picking up. It was not like how it is now. So your presence have to be felt. Physically, they have to know that you're there. So at least for that, you have to go and say hi. So they remember somewhere that okay, this guy exists. I mean, that's how Ram sir, I mean, had this thought. Okay, Vasanth, yeah, no, that guy who came met the other day. Okay, call him. We'll just do some audition. That's how it happened.
Yeah.
So somewhere.
I can never see anyone else playing the character that you played.
Thank you.
And I think that's the best compliment you can give
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
Because genuinely, I cannot put any other actor in your position. And I don't think anyone would have played it as well as you did. Because it was downright a little bit psychotic in that way.
Yeah, I know.
And like you played it off so convincingly that, you know, people might think, dude, this man is like super intense. You know, I even asked you, are you like intense in real life? Are you?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Depends. Yeah, depends. I'm very emotional. I'm very attached. I was attached to things, people, and a lot of things in life during that point of time. I mean, that's how I was all throughout. But later, things எனக்கு வந்து எப்படி ஆச்சுன்னா, I mean, because of spirituality. Since we just spoke about it just for the the headlines.
Yeah.
No. I'm just saying. I mean, like whatever. So because of that, I later started to realize that okay, I mean, to handle certain things better in life, when you know to handle certain things in life, you will be able to. Even if you get emotionally attached to something, when you should also learn to how to get detached at certain things and people and all that. So that took a lot of time, and now I'm only attached to the work that I do, to the films that I do, and for that I don't know. I'm just so emotionally attached to every film, that I perform. That when it releases, I just put my heart and soul into it, irrespective of whatever the results are. I mean, I don't mind if people give me success or failures out of that, but I put my more than 100% into the work, like completely. And this particular thing, is not dependent on my aspect alone, the success of the film. It depends on the director, it depends on the producer, it depends on the co-artist, it depends on theatrical release from the distributor and the back end, the marketing and strategy, whatever that's been done. So it's a multiple factors, and at the end of the day, when the movie releases, the audience should actually be in sync with that film at that particular time, at that particular framework of mind.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of aspects involved in this, and I'm in an industry where it depends on a lot of factors.
Yeah,
So the
it's
only thing that I can do is put my heart and soul into my work, and then rest we'll see whatever it does, but do it consistently. Keep it consistent, and keep it wholeheartedly. That's what I do. So whatever the results are. So but this whole aspect, the only thing that I'm very very attached to is my work, my job, and the films that I do. I don't know how to get detached to it. I'm yet trying to figuring it out. You know, like
it's like, you know how they say that you should be obsessed with the work that you do.
yeah,
You seem like that.
yeah, I am like that.
Yeah.
I'm very much like that. I don't know if it's good or bad right now.
It is good because, like, everyone's passionate. Everyone has a dream. Everyone has a goal. But are you obsessed with winning? Are you obsessed with getting what you want? You know. And I feel like that's paraphrasing what you said. You should be obsessed with the work that you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't tell. So, do you want to talk about spirituality?
Yeah.
Spirituality is personal, you know. Everybody has a different journey. Like, what does spirituality look like for you? And where did it start?
Somewhere down, I've always been a spiritual person ever since my college days. But
really?
But I didn't realize it. I realized somewhere, like on my birthdays, somewhere I get a calling that I should go to Tirunamala. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I happen to go every year once, exactly on my birthday. And it exactly happens on my birthday that I get a feel, okay, I have to go to Tirunamala. I have to visit Arunachaleshwarar temple.
Okay.
I have to go there. And I don't know why. Suddenly I decide and I just go there. And out of my 5.5 years of MBBS, at least like maybe 2 to 3 years I've gone there. And exactly only on my birthdays I go.
Okay.
I don't know what was the connect, why, but I feel somewhere I'm connected to the place. And then later, after many years and all that, there was a huge gap. I did not go. But somehow I always felt, okay, I should go to Tirunamala. Though it's close, very close to Chennai, maybe 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Why am I not going? Okay, maybe next birthday, but I missed out on that birthday. So many birthdays passed after my MBBS. Finally, at one point of time in my life, when something hit me really hard, and that's when I just woke up and like, okay, I have to go to this place.
Time for Tirunamala. Yeah.
And that's it. From then on, like every month I used to go. Like
Is it?
Yeah, every month I used to go. And like every week I used to go to the Shiva temple, either in Chennai, Kabalishwara or something. I don't know why. It's just
Like meditative, right? the
yeah.
experience. Like you know how they talk about like energies.
I know.
And when you go there, you just tap into that.
Yeah.
You just like let your worries behind. I completely get it. Like the more like, you know, when I was really young, I used to be like fully atheist, you know, I never believed in God. But the more older I grow, like I'm not really that old, but the more I grow up, I think I realize everything that's been said to me, like actually like happen in real time. And then I'm understanding how much spirituality like also means to me.
I think everything around is energy.
Yeah.
And it's totally energy driven. I mean, somewhere you can even put physics into it, which is like if you take science, but actually if you break down it, I feel there's nothing science. It's science. Science is connected to spirituality basically.
Yeah.
We remove spirituality and see
There's
science.
so many things that are not explained.
Yeah. So it's all energy. There's positive energy, there's negative energy. I think the whole universe functions around positive and negative energy.
Yeah.
And that's how the universe is functioning. So I feel in a way, Tirunamala is like the energy center field for the whole earth. You know, I feel that's why when you go there, you feel like completely off of everything, and then you feel internally connected. Your energy gets like you feel your own energy internally somewhere. You know, you feel like it's vibrating somewhere deeply. that you'll be able to feel it there. Like of
like
course you'll
like a chakra cleansing.
yeah, I mean, like I don't know, but of course the people might ask, oh, why not in Chennai? Of course Chennai, I mean the center of energy you feel is here is different, no?
Yeah, maybe it's just what you feel, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel over there it's raw, it's open. Here there's a lot of activities happening. We get lost in a different land.
Yeah,
That's how it is.
I agree. So when you were doing Taramani and like you finished shooting it and there was like, I remember reading it released like way later after you shot it.
I know.
Yeah.
It took a long time. 2013 December, I still remember. And then we released in 2017 August.
Wow, that's a long time.
The shooting was happening over the period of time.
Oh, like part by
Yeah,
part?
we started in 2013 December. There's 14, 15, 16. So bits of pieces, I mean, we shot over the course of 3 years. And I had to maintain the same looks, the same continuity, the same,
Oh
everything
my
the
God,
same.
so 3 years you had the dadi?
Ram sir started me to grow the beard. He asked me to grow the beard in 2013 Jan. I remember. Jan, I had to quit Apollo because I was working as executive operation manager there. ஸோ அவர் பார்த்துட்டு நீ குவிட் பண்ணிவிடு, தாடி வளர்க்க ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டு நம்ம இந்த வருஷம் ஷூட் பண்ணுறோம், ஆனால் எப்போ ஷூட் பண்ணுறோன்னு தெரியாதுன்ட்டார். பட் தாடி வேணும் அப்படின்ட்டார். ஸோ
yeah, so during that period while like you finished shooting or like as you said you were continuing to shoot, it must have required like a lot of patience for you because it's like 3 years of your life and you're like constantly putting like a little by little like, but when you're looking at it from like a minuscule like a micro point of view, right? Like this month enna pannirken, idu indha maasam edume nadakala, but then when you like zoom out, look at the macro view, you're just like, okay, I've done so much, it's happening. So what was your mindset like, because it must have required like a lot of patience?
See, at the end of the day, for me, I wanted to be an actor.
Full stop.
Yeah. So for me, my dream was like, it's only getting into films and being an actor. That was my dream. Somewhere internally, I've decided that very strongly. And my first film, I wanted to be with director Ram sir. That also is happening. So whatever that I want is finally happening. So I'm ready to wait. I'm ready to go through whatever that was happening, hoping that one day I'll see the light. I somehow felt definitely when this movie will be out, and when this movie is out, my journey for an actor is going to start from there. I know that on the day of release of Taramani, I don't know when. So 2014 I was expecting for a release. 2015 I was expecting for a release, thinking the shoot will be done, but the shoot didn't get done. 16 also the shoot carried over. I mean, there were so many reasons for that. I mean, the producer was stuck financially with his earlier film, so he had to, hold on and shoot, hold on and to shoot. I mean, it's situation. I wouldn't blame anyone. I mean, that's how when things go wrong, you can't point at one person. It's something that's not happening. It's taking its time. It has its own reasons or whatever. So you just have to be positive. Patience is very important in this industry. If you don't be patient, that's it. Life gets screwed. Decisions go completely wrong if you're not patient. So patience is a key. I understood during the process. I learned a lot of things about life, and I was in a bubble. All my childhood, it was more like a bubble. I was protected by my mom, dad, in an atmosphere where nothing has affected me. So what Taramani did was it didn't teach only about films, acting, and whatever that I want necessary things to be an actor, but it taught me also about life. A lot of things parallelly was happening during this delay of from the shoot till the release. So things changed personally, as a person, and yeah. And then when movie released, that was the time where everything made sense in life.
So it was almost like you had to go through like a whole life cycle, like from like the movie itself was like parallel to your personal life, I think.
I mean, like personal life wasn't like not with whatever that was there in the movie that happened in my life.
No, obviously not.
Yeah.
Similar struggles.
Yeah. In a different way.
Yeah.
Like when you want to do what you want to do, things doesn't go in your way as how you want it. So அதுக்கப்புறம் அது you shouldn't give up. அது எப்படியாவது அது எவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்பட்டாவது அது நடத்திடணும்னு ஒரு விஷயம் இருக்குல்ல மனசுக்குள்ள. அது அந்த travel தான், அந்த journey should somewhere that journey you should be positive, hold on to it.
That's some hard stuff, bro.
Yeah, because again I told you, film is something different. It doesn't depend only on you or one other person. There's multiple aspects to it.
One question I want to ask you is that you're so intense, no? You can play like mystery characters in like a rom-com, like those mysterious like guy that like people pine over. Like when are we going to see you in a rom-com?
Rom-com, yeah. I think I did one rom-com recently. I think it's called Ponnondru Kande. It's in Geo Cinema. But I would love to do a lot of rom-coms. But the thing is...
I'm just asking what I want to say.
Yeah, I know. I mean, when I entered only, you asked me that you want to do...
Please.
I also would love to do some good rom-coms, but you should get the right script.
Yeah.
And the right director is the key. So I did hear one amazing, beautiful love fantasy genre script. And it's been under scripting for the last 2 years. The director is called Arvind. I think we will soon announce it. I mean, I'm making this open out here because I'm very sure that project is going to kickstart this year.
Yeah. You heard it here, folks. Would you say that you're particularly like driven towards art films?
Art films, I do love art films.
Do you love it? I feel like you just like a good challenge.
Yeah, I do like a good challenge. For example, like I mean, if that actor in me should be uncomfortable doing it.
Yeah.
It should challenge me somewhere, because recently I've finished one movie called Indra where I play a blind. Like I play a blind role in it. Like that was a challenge because as an actor, I wanted to experience that. As like I just want to go into the depth of it. Even if I feel it's going to be tough, I want to try it. And I want to make sure that at least I give my best out of it and make it believable. So I like to take challenges. And that's how I am. I mean, the genres that I select, the scripts that I do, people often, ask me like, how do you get such scripts? This is what the thing they ask me. How do you able to do such different characters? It's because I personally, I feel I attract things like that. I feel like I want to do something different. I don't want to be the usual. I want to try out something very different in terms of my performance, different in terms of the script that I choose. So that's how it happens.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like when he said he was intense, sometimes he really meant it. Yeah, but like I can really see you being like very stoic. Would you particularly call yourself stoic?
Yeah, you feel that?
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe.
That's a very stoic answer. Honestly, I don't have anything to like ask you more. I feel like I've quenched my curiosity with you.
You're done? You're done with your curiosity?
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
But like when you said you were playing the blind character, right? I like immediately like saw your eyes and I'm just like, he's perfect for the role.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes you think so?
I'm not sure if like anyone has said that, but you have like a very sad and honest sort of eyes.
Okay.
You have the eyes for someone who could be like very interesting. You'd want to find out what's behind those sad eyes.
Okay.
You know how like they say like Fahad Fasil has these eyes, like he's so expressive. I feel like when we see your eyes, we're just like, what's underneath those eyeballs?
I mean, that's good for an actor.
For sure.
Yeah.
I feel like nowadays what I have noticed is that how this is like whole discourse about how celebrities don't have like the mystical aura that they used to have. Like take Rekha for instance. She is someone who we think we know, but we actually know nothing about her.
True.
Right? True. And when you see her play these characters and stuff like that, you're able to like believe in the mystical like character that she's playing.
Yeah.
Whereas like now when we see like people are more accessible on Instagram, like
True.
You get to see them on Reels, we get to see them on like so many different platforms, that aura, that mystery that a star carries, it's lost. Like you can see like a person and be like, this person knows what an iPhone is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get what I mean?
I know.
Like you're like, if you're watching like a period drama or like something based off of like way long ago, you see all these characters and we're like,
yeah, you're able to predict like, okay, you know them very well. There's
it's almost like you can see them act.
Yeah.
And you don't want to see that, correct?
True. That's very true. I mean, I don't Like that's why I'm not that active on social or
Is
do
that the
kind
only
of the
reason,
reels.
Vasanth?
Oh, I mean,
Is that that only because of that I'm like super inactive, not because I'm like.
well, that's also because I don't know, somewhere I'm not that generally.
Yeah, you give those vibes, don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know. Somewhere I feel like, I want to be in a one secluded place,
Yeah.
that's like somewhere far away, where there's less people, where there's like serene place, it's quiet, peace, not much of noise, where all the people you meet are just smiling, just like, peace, calm.
You talking like this is the reason why people are like so like interested to know who you are, because you're just like, but what happened to you for you to want that kind of stuff,
I don't know. See, somewhere you feel like, I feel like I'm like a very, very old soul who's stuck in this planet.
Okay, so if your soul is old, then how old is your soul right now?
See, I'm not able to find that how old means you can't put the number of years.
Like,
I feel like you see, I feel, when actually, like when you actually feel that silence, when you want to go into that state, is when you feel like you've done everything, you've felt everything, and you feel like it's enough. It's enough being, doing this play. We're all doing a play.
yeah, I agree.
Like what Shakespeare has written in the poem. I feel we're all doing a play in this world. Like you playing your role, I'm playing my role. But are we playing honestly? Are we playing truly? But we don't know. I mean, some people don't do it. Some people are doing it. And people who do the play truly, honestly, at one point they feel, okay, I've done. Like how you said, I think it's done. The curiosity was done.
Yeah.
Like you said, right? So you feel like you've done your role honestly and truly, and you feel like it's enough. So same way, maybe all those lifetimes that maybe I would have been in this planet, I would have crossed all those lifetimes.
What causes you to be this existential?
No, everyone. I feel like do you believe in rebirth or like previous lifetime? All that. I believe in it. I feel like that. Your soul actually. After your death, your soul actually comes back, take a life form, like, and it again, keeps happening. And somewhere I strongly believe in it, and I feel I've reached at a point where I'm stuck on this planet, where I'm almost at the end stages that I wanted to make something happen, and I feel once that also is done, then that's it. I would like feel I'm done here. You felt like you
my
feel your
work is
journey.
done.
Yeah, you feel like whatever your desires. Basically, your desires are everything. You have a desire. I have a desire. People around all over the world have some desires, but as long as your desire is here, you want to keep coming here, do this game, play your role, and make it happen. And once your desire is done, what's next?
Yeah.
You want to again pick up another desire,
Or like a purpose.
another desire, whatever. If you've done with one, you want to say, I have another desire. Say now you're doing law. You said, right? You said
Not yet.
Not yet, but she's gonna do. Yeah. So you have another desire right now, right? So that's nothing but you just want something that keeps you going, your soul feeling that love, that warmth, something that keeps you creative, active in a way, right? So I feel once your desires are done, almost, I feel that's when you want to quit what you're playing right now. Like whatever I'm being here, whatever you're being here. I feel I've almost done, I feel that's what my soul is feeling inside. That's what I'm feeling inside. I feel like it's almost done. The journey is done. It's almost in the end stages. Maybe like one or two desires are there. Like maybe even one desire is there. I don't know. It's almost there. You feel like, okay, you just want that peace, that calm, that sense of serene. Like you just need to just be in one space where
You're like one with yourself.
not with only with yourself, with that once with yourself it's connected to the whole universe. I kind of feel that. I think when you feel that, I feel that's done. We all have desires. All the human beings on this planet have some desires. They're either selfish or they're selfless.
Yeah.
And the journey goes in that way.
Yeah.
So at one point when the desires are done, then what's the point? Next. Next whatever. It's exit from here, right?
From whatever perspective that I could understand it from, I did get what you're meaning.
Yeah. It's not necessary you should get what
Exactly,
completely, but at least in some way, if it hits you or if it's somewhere you feel it, maybe over the course of time, some point of time.
We're all like cogs in a machine. I understand that completely, like we're all playing a part. We're all just there, in the grand scheme of the universe. Like you're someone's butterfly effect,
True. It is very true. And I feel that butterfly effect is connected internally into many aspects. You feel that is not connected to you, but somewhere it is connected to you.
Yeah.
Is
there like desire that you can say here, that you can share with us?
Desire?
Put it out in the universe, bro.
I mean,
manifest
I don't want to put it out in the universe because the universe is filled of positive and negative energy.
Wow, he got me there.
So it's very scary to put it out in the universe. Sometimes when you wanted to put it out in the universe, but the universe is full of positive and negative energy. So I feel I'd rather tell it out to the person who you feel positive. Maybe off the camera I can tell it out to you because I feel positive with you. So in some way, so maybe I can tell it to you. I'm just being frank enough. I'm not just like that saying because since I've been interacting with you, I'm able to see that positivity from you. But out there in the universe, it's not like that. No.
Yeah.
I mean, especially digital. I mean, since we are in this platform, I want to mention this. You go out there, you put out any kind of thing, like say for example, if a trailer comes out or if a movie comes out, or even if you put a post, a picture down, there's so much of positive things that's happening. But more than the positive things, I feel there's a lot of negative comments unnecessarily.
Yeah.
You don't have, why do you need to have so much of hate?
I feel like it's easy, because like
I don't know, I feel they are holding out a lot of negative things in their life.
Yeah.
They want it to outburst into,
it's a projection of their life, right?
Yeah, they want it to outburst into someone, somewhere, something. Maybe that color irritates them, maybe those that the dress that they're wearing irritates them, or something or other. They wanted to throw that negativity into the digital space.
Yeah.
So I feel in a way it's kind of, it's feeling so sad when things like that you happen to see for unnecessary reasons. That's why it's very scary to even tell out your desires in an open space.
I'm like a big like advocate for just saying what you want in life.
No, you can, but I feel I feel in a different way.
I completely see the different perspective,
Yeah.
but I definitely see where you're coming from, because there's obviously like nazar, getting the wrong energy, like the way you want people to respond to what you're saying, it might not be up to your expectation.
They would misinterpret it. Easy to misinterpret it.
But I'm completely the opposite, because I believe that if you say whatever you want out of your life out there, whether it reaches the right person or the wrong person, it still reaches a person, and like one thing can lead to another. Like someone would remember that, hey, I said that, hey, she wanted to do this.
No, I believe in that. What you're saying also, I believe in it. But somewhere I feel what you're saying is also true. Yeah. I mean, I'm not denying it. But somewhere I feel like you can say that, but I feel there's a lot of
everybody looks out for you.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel in a different way where when you say something to an open space, I don't want to attract the negative energy also. I just wanted to just keep it positive energy. That I can even tell it out to my 100 friends or whatever. Even in that 100 friends, I'm not saying all of them are positive. They might also have internally.
For sure.
You wouldn't know that. But at least I believe in. I trust in those 100. That's what matters.
So how I think about it is that I've always said everything that I wanted out of my life, and almost every time it's happened.
Oh wow!
Every time.
Out in the open space.
I'll just say it to random people that I meet. I'll be like, yeah, I want to be a YouTuber. I wouldn't even have a YouTube channel. So, like saying it, and then you're just like, you know what? I've said it to too many people now. If I don't show them up and do it, then it's not worth it. Get your ass to work.
Okay, I understand from where it comes from. Okay. I mean that's the way you function. Maybe I'm into all of this spirituality. The way I see things, maybe I function differently.
Yeah, 100%. I guess that's like two different sides of a coin. Once again.
True.
So like your brother manages you, right?
My brother doesn't manage me. It's just that I feel comfortable
getting work
done through my brother.
Same.
He doesn't. I mean, he's busy taking care of his own work.
Yeah.
It's just that I send a request. I was like, listen, I feel it's better you take care of this.
So like I also have like an older brother who helps me do all of these things. And when he said, I texted Vasanth and I was like, hey, would you like to be on here? And he was just like, can you text my brother? And I was just like, he's just like me.
Yeah, I think those things are similar with you and me, except the other things. I mean, like, I'm
No,
an
no, no. I
introvert.
feel like we're completely different,
Yeah,
but like
these two kind
similar
of
in like a different way.
yeah, true. I
Yeah.
mean, it's good to know that your brother's managing you.
Yeah.
That's good. Like,
So, we had the same ideas over there as well. Like, because nobody roots for you like a sibling does, Maybe, like, at least for us, it's like that.
no, that's because me and my brother, like, we are more like friends, generally, and it's very rare to find brothers like this because we are just 1.5 years difference, and we are brought up in an atmosphere where our common friends, our best friends, are the same.
They're shared. Okay.
Yeah, they're shared. So, like, it's more like friends. He doesn't call me Anna, no, Anna, Thambi, na கூப்பிட மாட்டேன். நான் பாட்டுக்கு என்னடா எங்க இருக்க, அவன் தான் என்னடா இங்க தானே இருக்கேன், என்ன பண்ற, இந்த மாதிரி தான். ஸோ இட்ஸ் லைக் நம்மளுக்கு அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பிரதர் கூட இருக்கும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா, லைஃப் வந்து நிறைய விதத்துல பயங்கர ஈஸி ஆயிடும்.
Yeah.
Because of him only I'm able to become an actor. Otherwise my dad would be like, oh, you don't want to be a doctor, just come back into business, just do what I'm doing, just like come back and do work. Because he's there, my dad is like, okay, he's there, he did his hotel management and he got into dad's business and all. So I was able to do it. எனக்கு பிடிச்சதை பண்ண முடியுது. அது ஒரு விதத்துல நல்லது. And he gets so excited, you won't believe. His caller tune is my movie, like one of my movie songs, like whatever the recent release movie, it's always that, and he doesn't change. And if my movie releases, that'll be his DP, WhatsApp DP and all that. So I don't know, I mean, it's very rare and it's very fortunate when you have a brother like that, and I'm grateful.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Very much so. Family can either make or break you, They can either stop you from being who you want to be, or they could propel you into exactly who you need to be,
True.
So they either like diminish your potential or they amplify it like no one can. So yeah, family makes or breaks you.
Family is everything.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, either I feel if at least if they don't amplify it, at least they shouldn't disturb it.
Yeah.
They should just give that independency, that freedom to do whatever they like to do. I think that's very important. I think nowadays it's very rare, like to actually families are like that. I feel like in many aspects, like I'm saying, maybe not in the city, maybe in the town sides, it's still holding on.
I feel like we've gone on so many like tangents this episode, like so many. And I feel like, I could talk to Vasanth for like another hour. Like actually, even though my curiosity is quenched, I feel like the more and more he talks, he like opens these like small threads, and I'm just like, wait, so close this. So, but yeah, I won't take up too much of your time. He's a busy man, and
No, it's busy because today is the release of Weapon, so I have to go because there's a screening happening for some people there, so I have to go there and say hi to them.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. Yeah.
All the best for your screening. All the best.
Thank you, and do watch my
course.
films. Not only Taramani. This is other films also. I think you're busy with your work, but still, whenever you get time, maybe you can watch Ponnondra Content, since you wanted to see me in rom-com, right?
Rom-com.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's there on Geo Cinema. So please do watch it.
Yes. I'll watch all of your films now. Now that I've heard you say it, I'm just gonna
Thank you.
keep up the promise now.
Thank you.
Yeah. But thank you so much for coming.
It's happy to be here.
I hope you all had a insight into Vasanth, if not
At least a bit.
yeah, a little bit. Koncham.
So maybe next time some more.
Yeah, maybe you should bring your brother on.
Then you should bring your brother on too.
We'll have a whole brother sister combo.
Yeah.
It'll actually be damn fun.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think I feel even they are syncing well, so it might work.
Yeah. I think they'll start having the podcast and we'll just be sitting here.
That will be good.
That'll be actually
something.
cool.
Yeah, this is the usual. Actually, you should make them. It will be very funny, very cranky, maybe.
Bro, I was asking my brother yesterday, please come on my podcast. He was just like, stop joking. But like, maybe if I say Vasanth Ravi asked you to come on, he might say yes.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
Actually.
I'll tell him.
Yeah, next time maybe.
Sajid, if you're watching. He
Yeah,
said it.
Anand, if you're watching, please do come next time.
And yeah, that's it for this episode. I had a lot of fun, and yeah, signing off. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
Bye.